I just had a meeting that was very important and I didn't interrupt. How did I do this remarkable thing? Let's get into it. In a conversation, if you have ADHD, you may have an overwhelming urgency to share. We are afraid we will forget what we're going to say, and sometimes we just pounce on the end of someone's sentence. I had this important meeting and I really wanted to both listen to what people said and also respond to them. What I needed was information from the meeting. I needed not to just pounce on people and sort of be caught up into that maelstrom. How did I do this? Well, there's a way. One, see this as a learning zone. This is experimentation, practice. There is no 100%. I would also suggest that if you have something that's really important coming up, you practice using these skills for a few times before the big day. And that's what I've been doing. I've been practicing. Two, practice giving space. What do I mean by space? I mean, in a conversation, there's a natural progression where there's one or two beats after the other person speaks and before I come in. Like that. Practice building that muscle. And usually the self-talk I use is, Caroline, give some space. But what I've literally been doing is just every conversation I have, practice taking those one or two beats. It feels really weird at first, but what I find is it actually becomes more habitual. And I also do a lot of mindfulness work, which has its benefits, even though it's hard, I know. 3, center yourself. Our internal elevator goes up and up and up when we are activated. I actually interrupt more when I'm excited and enthusiastic. So take a deep cleansing breath to get that internal elevator of activation back down to some kind of homeostasis, or what people call calm. And then I have another technique, and I'll link in the comments, called havening, where you use the electromagnetic waves in your brain, and this actually calms your limbic system. And I use this because no one really notices what I'm doing, right? And if I have it down here, no one cares. 4, listen and absorb and then respond, rather than waiting your turn to respond and you don't really think about or hear what the other person's saying. Wait, how would I do this? Here's a few tips. Donovan has a tip where you hold your fingers like this and you put your hand down on your thigh, and that reminds you what you've been meaning to say. I know our working memories aren't the best, and this can be hard. Also, you can reflect their words back to them. This also gives them space, and sometimes when I'm reflecting the words back, I actually think about what I was meaning to say. And ask them a question if you forget what they were saying. It's totally acceptable to say, oh wait, what were you just saying? What was I gonna say? Make a little joke, and people are actually incredibly forgiving because everyone struggles with this. ADHD people just struggle more with it. So we feel really self-conscious about it, whereas people forget all the time. 5, ask yourself, do I actually have to share this? Is it really urgent? And again, this is a practice of not saying everything that comes into your brain. Because truthfully, not everything I have to say is gold. And often when I am so urgent to share is when I blurt or interrupt or walk on other people's comments, right? The fact is that if we use some self-talk around, do I really have to share this? And we're more present in the conversation, sometimes things will come to us or something else will come to us. But not everything we have to say actually has to get said. This is a longer journey, I won't lie. This is a quick video because I just had this experience and I wanted to share it with you. But don't think that this happens overnight or that I'm delusional about how hard this can be. It's something I've been working on since, well, for like 49 years. All right, thank you to everyone who stayed till the end. Please let me know in the comments if these strategies work. Let me know what you need me to take a deeper dive into in terms of blurting and interrupting. And if you need any specific help, I answer every question myself. Happy to answer. Bye, friends.